Hi loves again. Happy Wednesday. Sending you all so much love and big hugs wherever you are today. I'm just getting some time this afternoon to also realize that one of my other, I'm going to say this all the time, right? One of my other favorite herbs is coming out of the ground. So this is an herb that a lot of you have been introduced to lately. This clover's poking me in the head. And that's mugwort. Mugwort. So good. I love working with mugwort. And she's a bitter herb for sure and a purgative, and she gets things moving. Like back in medieval times, they would work with her to purge poison. She is that bitter for sure. She's an Artemisia species, a sage species, but a non-woody sage species, so that we can work with her internally without having too much camphor in our systems, like a lot of the big sagebrush does. But this purgative component, that's really her pharmacological medicine, right? Like the kind that is really acting with our physical and our bodies in that way, our more physical bodies. But you guys know I'm gonna have to get into the spirit side of her, because that is prolific. She, where we talked about motherwort yesterday, who's really nurturing and really gives you a hug, mugwort, she lights a fire under your dreams. She lights a fire under your butt to get your dreams going. So work with her, yes, with dream work in the nighttime and sleeping and exploring that dream work. But really what I'm talking about is she lights a fire under that soul path, under that soul connection, the thing that you always want to do but talk yourself out of because of what we were talking about yesterday, those shoulds, and I should be doing this instead, and I'm supposed to do this because whatever narrative has told you you're supposed to do that. Like mugwort, I work with her a lot for meditation. Meditation and dream work too, but meditation time, because meditation is the time when we're allowing things to come through from our guides, right? And our ancestors, creator, the angels, whomever you work with. It's all meditation versus prayer. Like meditation is when things are coming in versus you speaking out. And mugwort helps to facilitate the ability to digest those messages, to understand where is your shadow getting in your way? Where is your ego getting in your way? Where are you second guessing yourself? Where are all of these fear responses? Because when we're responding with our ego, when we're responding with anxiety, we are the bigger picture is fear, right? We're just saying it's too much for me to handle, and that is just not the case. It's not. Doing the work that I do is not easy. It's not easy, but I know it's my work. And it's fine. All the risk that is involved in this work is more than fine. It's glorious, because following that soul path, that's when the manifestations just happen. That's when these synchronicities happen and everything falls into place easily and seamlessly. And you realize how much you can trust the universe, how much you can trust your guides, which is your intuition, right? So something my mentor keeps telling me and reminding me is when we get those thoughts that are like, oh, that's interesting, where did that come from? Oh no, I have to go and do something else. That is us saying no to our guides, no to our intuition, no to creator. And mugwort, our beautiful Artemisia species plant here in the garden, she is going to facilitate that painful in some ways awareness of when we are saying no, when we are letting our shadow rule, when we are letting our fear rule. And sitting in meditation with this plant really allows those messages just to become clear. And as they become more clear, you're nourishing your ability to say yes. You're nourishing your ability to not question these random thoughts that you have that seem so out there and outlandish and like, why would anyone do that? Because your guides are encouraging you to do that, or going this way instead of the way that everyone else goes, right? Like following that. Mugwort is one that I work with all the time for meditation, and she is coming out of the ground too. This is an annual herb that we have around the farm. So I have her bordering, she borders, look at how cute, so cute and sweet. So she borders the perennial garden, the shade garden, and she will just take off. Like, you'd hardly have to try and plant her. That got a little frostbite the other day, but that's okay. She's coming back in her beautiful little fronds, yes. So a lot of it has gone to seed, and she's like, if you guys know what fringe sage is, she's got that large frond of flowers, right? It's like a big stem, and you can see here, this is all mugwort from last year, and I've been like, this is what I do all winter, just take the seeds and let them go, because my garden is not, it's chaotic like the forest, and that's the way I like it. So I leave a lot of the seeds and let them winter, and then we just spread them. But this is kind of her growth pattern, and there's a lot more coming up off this plant right over here. So we have lots of feed of this, and the best way I like to work with her is to dry this herb, dry her in her stalks, and then either make an extract or a tea if you're bold enough, because the tea is bitter. The extract, my Mugwort Magic, I've really worked on its taste being better, because I think that's really important for us taking the medicine. So starting this year, we have local raw honey from Larry's garden that is adorning this beautiful blend. So Mugwort Magic, a little bit about that, and as its meditation companion and Dreamweaver, it has yarrow in it for protection of our energetic bodies, hawthorn to nourish our heart, and pedicularis wanted to be in this blend, and she is like a vasodilator. She's a plant that I work with for migraines that's very effective as an extract, and I also work with her topically to nourish the nervous system and relieve chronic pain, and she's incredibly awesome at doing that. But she wanted to be in mugwort, and what I got from her as to why she wanted to be in mugwort is she is opening up all the spiritual pathways along with mugwort. So in the Mugwort Magic, we have 4 plant allies that are nourishing our ability to meditate, to manifest, to listen to our guides, to say yes to the things that we might say no to on a regular basis. And saying no to those things most likely are keeping us off of our soul path. And that is just it's no longer viable. We are creators, humans. We're creators. We are meant to be bringing the beauty that we hold inside of our bodies into the world and putting it out there. And no matter what that is, that can be a multitude of things like teaching or art or singing or dancing, or being a glorious friend, being a beautiful mother who's nurturing their children, being a communicator, being someone who facilitates connection and conversation. And all of this is creation, right? We are meant to be doing this all together. And so if you're interested in how mugwort can help you, I have a batch still in the apothecary, so you can follow the link in my bio to get to the apothecary. And this she will, like I said, light a fire under your ass. If you're ready for that to happen, I really encourage you to work with her in your meditation practice. If you're curious about meditation practicing, I am still taking appointments. I haven't decided yet that I'm going to shut my books for the season, but it is possible just because I get really busy coming up here in the next few weeks. But somehow we'll still be able to work together, and then next fall and winter and early spring, I'll be back open to working with people. And again, Get on my email list. There's a link in my bio to my website, and you can take my spirit herb quiz and get on the email list, and that way you'll know as my courses come out what's coming out. And there's definitely going to be a plant meditation course that is coming out, because that is crazy important right now, and meditation is not as hard and not as strict as a lot of people make it out to be. So I will keep you all posted. Please stay in touch with me, DM me anytime, and remember, you are a creator, you are a manifester, you are psychic, and I am so thrilled that my guides are telling me to be here for you, because I want to be here for you, and any way that I can, here I am. I love you all so much. I love this experience and this virtual space together, and I will see you very soon. Mwah!